Alright, now we have a new chapter of Kaiji. Endo is right outside the door. He's contemplating knocking. He's contemplating barging in, maybe. I'm not really sure what his game plan is. Let me review the end of the previous chapter, just to be sure. Because, yeah, the previous chapter also starts with Endo just right at the door, and then kind of a long flashback what Endo was up to. Yeah, okay. Alright, I remember all this. He was the hunting hound. He worked out everything. He kept blowing smoke in the patrol car's face. I just got a little thrown off because I was like, didn't the last chapter start with this as well? Did I make a mistake? Did I goof up a little? But no. That's right. We get the flashback. We get Endo's perspective. We get Endo's little trick where he climbs all the way to the 3rd floor, or even the 4th floor, without being spotted. Okay, that's right. On the other side of the door, Endo contemplating. Even if Kaiji's in really the one who's answer the door is his mother, right? Be his mother. Kaiji would be hiding somewhere inside, of course. An idea about it from how she reacted in her facial expressions. An idea of whether Kaiji's in there or not. Still, all that is a conjecture. It doesn't matter what I say. If she sees a suspicious man like me appear late at night out of the blue, not getting in. That's true. And if she called the police right now, Kaiji couldn't possibly be that in any trouble, right? This is Kaiji's mom's house. Kaiji's paperwork and stuff is here. Kaiji isn't really in trouble with the law in any way. He's just some guy. And the money isn't here. That's the key part, is that there's no chance of the police taking the money because the money just isn't here. So Endo should be aware of the fact that if the police were called, he would be 100% in the wrong. And basically it would just be a race to see if Endo can just physically barge his way in, find Kaiji, drag him out, and get out of there before the police show up. And if the police show up at any stage of that, it's totally game over for him, right? I mean, Tei is popular, or powerful, that is, but I don't think they have such persuasive power over the cops that Endo would be able to get out of this one scot-free, right? It would be more likely that Tei would use their power to dissociate from Endo, and then Endo would just take the fall. So, in his own best interests, him being an intelligent man, I don't know, I think he's going to back off here. If I don't do anything, she could just shut me out. Scared, not want to talk, or open the door for the rest of the night. That total rejection is completely impossible. Rejection wouldn't necessarily have to be because Kaiji's with her. That's right. Based on what people station have said, Kaiji's mother sees something of a scatterbrain. Ah! Look at Kaiji's mom's face. Here, look, we can look at it. That's not great. This is what I'm talking about. This face. Well, you can't really even see my mouse. Maybe this is no good. I don't know. Oops. Not this one. This one. Oh, Kaiji's mom is so cute. I don't know if she's really even a scatterbrain. I think she's just weird. I think from her, Kaiji gets his kind of weirdness, his sort of at odds with society nature, that he doesn't just want to fall in line and become a normal person. Because he's just a little weird. And his good heart. Kaiji's mom, I think, really does have a good heart. I think Kaiji's... and she's very quick-witted, too, as we saw with the phone call. But it makes me more and more curious about Kaiji's father. Because there is another side to Kaiji, of course. There is an entirely other mode that he can get into, where all of these facets sort of fall away and he becomes an absolute beast of logic and psychology and manipulation and intelligence. So that has to come from somewhere too. Could it be that Endo is Kaiji's dad? He kind of looks like him, right? Could it actually be mother and father? Subscribe to my Kaiji fan theories channel. 5 shocking proofs that Endo is Kaiji's father. Number 4 will have you questioning your own existence. Over the last 8 days, the stakeout has been going for. Seen her go shopping at the supermarket. Sometimes she comes back with groceries in her own purse or a plastic bag. They have seen her come back with Their shopping basket still in hand. Oh, Kaiji's mom. All of these panels, her glee at picking out this little head of lettuce, her excitement in bagging up the tasty treats she will soon eat. I love it. I love it. It kind of reminds me of the Kaiji spin-off. What's his name? His One Day Passes. You know the one I'm talking about. The big boy, the absolute lad who heads out on the town for one day every month or so and has himself a little adventure. Just that kind of glee in the everyday. Being able to truly appreciate the splendor that's available at any given supermarket. It's tough. It's tough to remind yourself just how kind of crazy and futuristic it is that we have all of this food available to us. Just a simple thing like food. That's lovely. Running on her bike, she'll run into someone she knows, get off the bike and talk to them. For some reason, get overjoyed. Not for some reason. For a very good reason. There's nothing like running into a friend when you don't expect it and having a nice chat. I love that. I love that too. Really hits it off, gets charged up full of excitement, leaves her bike behind and walks away. Ultimately, the kind of carefree person she is. Oh, how lovely. I how very, very lovely. And it's true that this is evidence of kind of a scatterbrainedness. And it's not like Fukumoto is glorifying, stealing shopping baskets and or having your bike stolen. But I can tell that Fukumoto loves this character. I really think so. At first, I wasn't sure. At first, I was like, man, they're really gonna do Kaiji's mom like this? That she's she's so goofy. I was enjoying it, but I felt like it was a little rude, I guess, to her character. But more and more, it's clear to me that Fukumoto thinks that having people like this is an absolute blessing. I wonder what his mom is like. I wonder how much of this is modeled on his mother. So it makes her dangerous. Someone like that starts to panic even a little bit. Will go into complete self-defense. And here we see the classic fried egg eyes of a Fukumoto character going the absolute limit. She won't listen well enough to what I say and just look at my appearance and go straight to calling the police. Right. Police is game over for you. And it's true too that she won't listen well enough to what I say. That's like a good thing for Endo to recognize, because in a Fukumoto manga, characters like Endo, it's all about like trying to come up with how you can talk yourself out of situations. This kind of belief that there is some story you can tell, some lie you can spin that will be convincing, which is a pretty interesting kind of belief system. It leads to very exciting plots for sure. But there are situations where people will just straight up not listen to you. So there isn't actually just some magical story you can tell that will get you what you want, but you'll just be ignored and the police will be called. So that's kind of a refreshingly new sort of situation for a Fukumoto manga. That would be bad. If that happened, continuing to stay good afterwards will get much harder. Kaiji is in here. It'd be an incredibly painful mistake. Look at these cops hustling in. It'd be kind of fun to see a Fukumoto manga about cops, wouldn't it? I think that would be pretty cool. Like Fukumoto the Wire. Ooh. I just made myself really happy just saying that sentence. The Wire, I think, in many ways is already very Fukumoto-esque. At least aspects of it are. The way that they do kind of logical arguments and the way that all the plot points are kind of motivated in a nice, tight, intricate chain of causality is very Fukumoto-esque. So all you Fukumoto fans, check out The Wire. It's such a good show. Have to at least avoid it no matter what. There's no need to rush. Kaiji's in the apartment right now. Ooh, a trap. Ooh, this is gonna be good. How will Kaiji get out of his mom's apartment now that he knows that Endo is lurking somewhere? I mean, there's options. There's quite a lot of options on the table, but then quite a lot of counterplays too. Ooh, this is gonna be interesting. This is gonna be interesting. Stuck in there, cornered like a mouse. The advantage still lies overwhelmingly in our favor. We have the upper hand. So even if he's in there now, it doesn't have to be now that we capture him. That part doesn't have to be rushed. All we have to worry about now is not letting the mouse escape. I like this too because our stakeout guys, the men in the car, probably going to get pretty involved in this, and they seem like pretty entertaining characters to me. So, yeah. First time you go out, there's no elevator to tell what floor you went to. Nothing the whole way through. You just stay here and keep watching. I'll move her to the veranda side. Ah, yes, this is the first thing I thought of. But I knew that this was probably still too naive. So that Kaiji could go out the window, go out the veranda, or whatever, scale down the building, sneak out that way. But, of course, you just need one additional person to watch that, and it seems like they're covered. So, I don't know. Disguises, distractions, just a waiting game, having to put up with his mother for long enough that he can assume the watch would break. Some sort of counter surveillance thing. I mean, the two of them, because there's two of them, ought to be able to cover 24/7. But Endo is only one man. So eventually he'll need to go potty. He'll need to go nap. I don't know why I said it like that. Nap. Water pipe going down from the roof above the 5th floor all the way to the ground level outside the verandas. Normal actually is too dangerous. You could use that. Climb down all the way to the ground. Don't you think? We'll go keep watch there. Now, I don't think this would ever happen in a Fukumoto manga. But first off, I love the shot of the apartment buildings. Just really, I don't know. It's like one of those types of buildings that never is glorified. Architecturally, the way it looks isn't that exciting. But I've always loved big apartment buildings like this. Just imagining kind of all the lives that are contained within it. I don't know. So I like that he's emphasizing the building. I like that he went out of his way to draw the building. Anyways, so I don't think this would ever happen in a Fukumoto manga. But Endo is just one man, okay? Kaiji comes down the pipe. Endo is positioned somewhere that he's watching it. Kaiji just runs in one direction and tries to like deke him out like it's football. It can work. It can work. I don't think Endo should be so sure that that wouldn't work. And then you can try to chase Kaiji, but then it's just straight up down to physical endurance, right? Like it's just down to who is in better shape. And I don't think he wants to bank all of this on that. I don't think this is the direction the plot will go at all, but I just find that image very amusing. It's like, aha, it's Kaiji, and then he just runs off, and it's like, oh, oops. Oh, okay, he's getting in his car. All right, well, there we go. He thought of that. Of course, that makes sense. See that strange old lady you saw earlier come out, signaling with your headlights. Get out of the car and without actually touching her, get in her way to stop her. Good long look at her face. Okay. And Kaiji just punches him. What if Fukumoto, it's just at some point, it's just like mask off. It's a battle manga now. All conflicts will now be resolved by fighting. One poker. Give me those briefcases. What, you got 12 black suits? We're the Asian trio. Motherfuckers. You think we can't fight our way out of this? And then it just turns into like a Jackie Chan movie, you know? It's just wacky fights, non-stop, overwhelming odds overcome with creative implementation of environment and tools. Ooh, never gonna happen. When you look from up close, you'll be able to tell whether it's a real old lady or in disguise, won't you? Okay, so they got both, or at least 2 exits covered. The thing that I think they should have considered more is that they've now kind of given Kaiji free reign within the building. They can't really watch the building anymore. So if there's any other exit that you can get to from inside, then it might be like wide open. I don't know. What's going to happen? With this, Or lookout's positioned to watch the apartment building from both the front with the entryway and the... Oh, look at this. Look at this. 2-page spread with this apartment block. I love it. Both exits from building 31 where Kaiji's mother lived were now being watched. Ah, man, 31. Think about that. There's 31 buildings with 5 floors and then 3, 6, 8, 40 people minimum, 40 households per building. There's at least 33 buildings because we see one over here and then it goes up by, well, it actually goes up by 3. So there's 3 rows. So this one is 34. So there's at least 12 math. Dang it. Never do math on camera. 40 times 34. Some big number of people that just live in this one apartment complex. Now, I think some people find that depressing. Maybe I think for some people that's kind of an image of urbanization gone too far, or kind of a dreary, monotonous life, or whatever. But no, I don't think so at all. I find that image actually extremely cozy. That there's so many people living so close together and yet having their kind of own individual spaces, their own individual lives, that kind of things that don't really matter. Like, I don't know, the where you live and the size of your house and stuff doesn't actually reflect at all how interesting your life is, or what sort of personality you have, or what hobbies you have, or what creative things you can do. All of that stuff, as much as possible, I would just love to have taken care of, to just be the same and to be provided for you. So this, of course, this isn't this situation. They're still paying rent and stuff, but it's like it's like a kind of a utopian vision for me that I can extrapolate from seeing complexes like this. That makes me very happy. Anyways, so Kaiji's mom at the window watching Endo position himself. It's a BMW. Even I know that, and I don't even know cars. A BMW. A BMW. Oh, and Kaiji remembers way back an earlier encounter with Endo. It was my imagination. I really saw him. It's Endo. Middle-aged man in the car who looks like he'd be the boss of a bunch of loan sharks. Even she knows that. She doesn't even know about loan sharks, and even she knows that. Endo. Okay, what are you gonna do, Kaiji? And you just saw the one who looked like a loan shark, someone I've known for a long time. He's here. I think he must have been selected to be the leader of the squad trying to capture me. The head honcho has come to the scene in person. All right. Question: If Sonic Crazy is watching right now, was head honcho in the original, or was that like a English colloquialism that you used? You know what I'm saying? Because honcho is actually a Japanese word, right? But then to say head honcho, that like alliteration or whatever, I think is way more common in English than actually using the word honcho is in Japanese. Maybe? Am I wrong? I don't know. This isn't a big deal. Don't feel like you actually have to go back and check. I'm just kind of curious if you remembered off the top of your head. It's interesting to me. I love that word though, honcho. I love that Quavo, the rapper in Migos, uses honcho like all the time. It's lovely to me. That man is a snake who makes a living off suspecting people, so for him to be here, especially now that he's out there keeping watch himself, he knows. He knows he's completely locked onto me. He seriously, majorly, intensely suspects what's going on. The 2 cars, the 3 people, all sitting in roughly the same pose, watching for Kaiji. He's thinking there's a decent chance that I'm here. Apartment 302, where you live. What will they do? What will they do? What's the plan? What is the plan? Still not confirmed. Doesn't matter how serious it is, still just suspicion hasn't gone beyond there. Right. Absolutely positive I'm here with you right now. They would already have raided us. Using wiretaps, that means they know I'm here and they don't go stop me right away. All the trouble they went up to sitting in the wiretaps could be for nothing. Maybe for a minute they could let me get away. And here we see, so this means that it's probably never actually going to happen. The shot of Kaiji climbing down the water pole, making a break for it. Them running out and raiding it. Got the tools ready in their lookout card. Lock-picking tools to unlock the front door. Strong pliers to sever the chain lock. You know, I think they should call the cops right now. I think Kaiji's mom should be like, hey, what's up? It's really weird. There's this car that's been parked outside for a while. I keep thinking it was weird. And now a man has come over, talked to the guys in the car, and then gone and parked his car around back. Doesn't that seem weird to you, police officer? And they'd be like, yeah, that is kind of weird. They'd come down and they'd knock on the window and be like, hey, what's up? That's a good solution. I think the preemptive call the cops. What downside could happen? Like, there's no reasonable reason for them to be staking people out like this, you know? So they either have to deny that they're staking people out, in which case they would have to leave, basically, or they get in bigger trouble. Because, yeah, like, Kaiji's got a point here. There's no way to actually just stop them from coming in. And if they call the police in response to them trying to break in, it's probably too late. Well, they can break in and capture him whenever they want. They haven't done that. Maybe they can't do it right now. It has to mean that at the very least they're not sure. They don't have definite proof I'm here. Let me take advantage of this weak point and use the third exit. Okay, never mind. Preemptive call the police plan. Probably not gonna, but I think that's a pretty good plan though. The third exit. What could the third exit be? Come on, don't you? In this apartment complex. Go up to the top floor and look at the ceiling. There's a ladder that leads even further up. That lets you get to the roof for inspection. Get out that way. Off the side they're not watching. Ooh, I don't know, Kaiji. Haven't you realized when you start visualizing your plan with dotted borders around the panels that it never seems to work out that way? No. This is a good plan, though. This is a good plan. And this is what I was saying, that they've probably made a mistake by letting Kaiji have free reign within the building. I think they should have had one guy in one car, Endo in the other car, and then the third guy kind of in the building itself, up out of the way on the staircase. Like, that's going to look super suspicious. And if somebody else comes out, then that's kind of foiled. So, yeah, maybe not, actually. But, It just seems so risky to let Kaiji have free reign like this. The problem is where to find a rope. Okay, that hatch is on the other side. It's on the top floor on the other end of the building. Nothing on the top floor this side of it. Oh, right. Oh, right. And there's no... Okay, so he only has free access to this one stairwell. Yeah. So he would have to leave the building, go downstairs, go upstairs in the other stairwell. I see. Ah, that sucks. Okay. What's plan B? What's the fourth exit? What should we do? There's one outside like this. I'll walk right into their trap. They'll capture me for sure. These last resort. All I can do is that. Now that's a plan that's going to work. You don't explain it. You don't show it. That. What do you mean, that? Now that things have gotten to this point, all I can do is hole up here. Alright. Well, this will be fun. A little Kaiji vacation arc with his mom. Hanging out in the bathroom. Remaining totally silent in all other rooms. His mom won't like it. Alright, we will read the next chapter soon. Slowly but surely getting caught up. Only 3 more chapters until we are caught up not only with the Scanlations, but the entire world. So thank you so much to Fukumoto Crazy. Your tireless efforts are so appreciated in bringing this fantastic genius, his unique and wonderful works to the English-speaking world. And I've heard on my Discord, link in the description below, that Um, um, the new Kurosawa has started getting scanlation updates again too. So I am very, very excited as soon as I will get a chance to read those. So yeah, that's all for now. See you next time.